The final two remaining iPhones are finally here. The iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. You see, Apple released 4 new iPhones this year. These two and then 2 more, the iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro. However, the 12 and the 12 Pro were released quite a few weeks before these two. We've done a few videos on those already, so definitely check those out. But now it is finally time to check out the mini and 12 Pro Max. In this video, I'll be only taking a look at the 12 Pro Max, and then the mini will be in its own video. And there are a few more days left to enter the iPhone 12 giveaway, so if you want to enter, full details are in the description box down below. But anyways, other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy my unboxing and my first look at the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Okay, so taking a look at the front, this is the space gray model of the iPhone 12, or actually the graphite, this is how it's called now. And as you can tell, the box itself is quite a bit bigger than the iPhone 12 Pro box. Now, both of these Pro models of the iPhone, they come with a black box, whereas the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12, they both come in a white box. But yeah, photo of the iPhone on the front, then we have the iPhone branding, then we have the Apple logo on the top, iPhone branding and Apple logo once again, and the branding and the logos, they actually match, so they shine in the color of the iPhone that's inside. So in this case, space gray. So let me just remove the plastic wrap. And as you can tell, the box itself is quite a bit thinner than the one from last year, and that's because we no longer have a charger inside the box. So the first thing that we get is the phone itself. Wow, this is my first time seeing this in person, by the way, this new graphite color, and it's very similar to the space gray from last year, which I'm gonna check in just a second. But in terms of what we actually get inside the box, we just get a cable, which is a USB Type-C to a lightning cable. Then we get a quick start guide, which includes one single Apple sticker, which unfortunately does not match the color of the iPhone that's inside. That would have been quite nice. We get the SIM eject tool, and we also get the warranty and the safety guide, as well as there should be a quick start guide inside. Where is that? Is it missing from? I think it's literally missing from. There we go. What happened, Apple? Where is the quick start guide? All the other iPhones did have one, which is quite strange, but normally you would find a quick start guide inside, but that's pretty much everything that you get inside the box. Just the cable, a few documentation, and the iPhone itself. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the iPhone itself. So I'm just gonna remove the plastic wrap, which is a bit different now. So instead of just the plastic wrap, the transparent one that we had before, this one is essentially a paper wrap on just the front of the phone. There we go. Right, so the first thing that I really want to see now is how does this new graphite color compare to the previous space gray that we had with the iPhone 11 Pros. Right, so I have my iPhone 11 Pro Max right here, and as you can tell, they're very similar. Very similar. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is a bit lighter. Hopefully you guys can tell. This is a bit darker. This is proper gray, whereas this has this kind of like goldish look to it. It does depend on how the light shines, but it's quite difficult to make them look essentially the same, as you can probably tell. I think I do actually prefer the old one, just because it was darker. I do like how this one looks, but I don't know, just a personal preference. I actually do like this one more. But of course, that does depend at the angle that the light is hitting these backs, because from certain angles, like this one for example, they look almost identical. Now, holding both of these in my hands, I gotta say, it's pretty much what I expected. So we did have a mock-up of the iPhone 12 Pro Max right here, this is the one that I showed you guys in the previous videos. And as you can tell, the mock-up and the final unit that we actually got are basically identical. So shout out to Sonny Dixon for sending us this mock-up. But as you can tell, they have the same exact size. There you go. They have the same front. I did break the front of this, so sorry about that. But other than that, these phones are basically identical. So all the comparisons that we did in the previous videos were correct because of this. Now, I gotta say, holding this in my hand, it's very uncomfortable. So the iPhone 11 Pro Max was already quite massive, but this one is not only quite a bit bigger, as you can tell, than the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which was already gigantic, but since the sides are squared off now, it's very uncomfortable to hold. Like I did mention in the full review of the Note 20 Ultra that phone was the most uncomfortable phone that I've ever held in my hands because it was also a bit squared off and it was massive. But this is actually quite a bit more uncomfortable than that. And I've only had it in my hands for like, what, 20 seconds or something? So yeah, honestly, it's just not a comfortable phone. It's really big. The squared off sides just make it less comfortable than this wedge-shaped design. So hey, if you like big phones, then it's a really good option for you. But if you prefer something a bit more comfortable, then I gotta say the iPhone 12 Pro is also a great option. Now, a big upgrade from the iPhone 11 Pro Max from last year and even the iPhone 12 Pro from this year is when it comes to the camera module. So as you can tell, the camera module itself is noticeably bigger than the camera module on the iPhone 11 Pro Max from last year, and that is because we not only have a larger sensor on the main module, but we also have an optically stabilized, well, the sensor is stabilized itself, not just the lens, so you'll be getting much smoother videos and even longer exposures at night because of that. But unfortunately, I have seen a few camera comparisons between the iPhone 12 Pro Max and even the iPhone 12 Pro, and they looked almost identical. So it seems like at the moment, Apple isn't fully taking advantage of this larger sensor, so maybe this will be more utilized in the future with future software updates. Now, in case you missed it, we actually did a very detailed camera comparison between the iPhone 12 Pro, the Pixel 4, the Note 20 Ultra, and also the iPhone 11 Pro Max from last year. And we will be doing an updated one with the iPhone 12 Pro pretty soon, so we'll begin production next week, and that should hit the channel hopefully next week as well, if not the following week. Okay, now something else that I also want to see is how does it look when compared to the Pacific Blue color of the iPhone 12 Pro. So this is my personal iPhone 12 Pro. This is the one that I decided to go for this year. Up until this year, I only had the Plus or the Max models, at least since the iPhone 7 Plus. So I kind of got used to this larger form factor, but now I wanted something a bit more portable, especially since I am using my Galaxy Fold 2 as my main device now, so the iPhone will actually be my secondary. And between the two colors, it's pretty tough to decide. So obviously this would have been my default choice. My first black phone was the Nokia 6228, and I got that back in 2006, I believe, or 2007, and ever since then I've only had black phones. And now, I don't know, I kind of got bored of just black phones, but the thing is, this one looks so good. So this is why I decided to go for the blue one, and comparing the two, I think they both look good. The thing is, depending on how the light reflects or how the light hits the phones, they will reflect a bit of a different color. And the Pacific Blue, at some angles, it will actually reflect gray, I don't know if you can tell, which will make it very similar to the iPhone 12 Pro Max in graphite. So at specific angles, I don't know how easy you can tell that, they actually look quite similar. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly set this up, and I'll be back in just a few minutes, well, just a few seconds on your end, with my first impressions of the UI and all of that. Okay, so the iPhone 12 Pro Max is now fully set up, and I gotta say, it's definitely massive. So this is how it compares to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. As you can tell, there is a size difference. So let me just go to the settings for just 1 second so that you guys can see how the UI compares. So we can see up until display and brightness on the 12 Pro Max compared to up until control center on the iPhone 11 Pro Max and up until control center on the iPhone 12 Pro. So it seems like the iPhone 12 Pro and the 11 Pro Max have the same viewing surface experience, so to say, whereas on the 12 Pro Max you can definitely see a tiny bit more. So I do like that, but again, it's a very big phone. So if you are into massive phones, then you will definitely love this. If not, then I don't know what to say. Probably get the iPhone 12 Pro or just the iPhone 12. So let me just open up, let's go to the Max section. By the way, we are getting the new Max next week. So definitely stay tuned for a ton of coverage on the new Max. Subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want to see that. But there we go, we're on Apple's website. And if we scroll all the way up, we can see up until power, it is in the air, then MacBook Air on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and then we don't even get to see MacBook Air on the iPhone 12 Pro. So we get to see it quite a bit more. Let me just try this in landscape and see if this is any different. So again, the iPhone 12 Pro Max versus the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro. So here, if I scroll all the way up, we can see up until Welcome 2D, and we can see Pro Display. Same thing on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, pretty much. We can see a tiny bit more of the welcome text, and then we cannot see that at all on the iPhone 12 Pro or even the Pro Display in the corner. Now, if we open up the camera, we can see that now on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, you can zoom up until 2.5x compared to 2x on the iPhone 12 Pro and the previous iPhone 11 Pro models. But at the same time, even 2.5x is nothing when compared to the competition. We have phones that can do 50x, 100x. Now, of course, that if this is 2.5x optical, you can also zoom up until 12x digital. So again, 12x compared to 50x on the Note 20 Ultra or 100x on something like the S20 Ultra. But anyways, this was just a quick first impressions and unboxing of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Definitely stay tuned for some, this was a live, by the way, everything was live in this video, so definitely stay tuned for some proper tested content and scripted content. Full camera comparison is coming out very, very soon, so definitely subscribe for that. And the iPhone 12 Pro review is actually in the works. This is my personal device, so definitely stay tuned for that. Other than that, thank you for watching. Don't forget about the iPhone 12 giveaway, which is still happening, and we're also doing a PS5 giveaway in case you're interested about that in the description box down below. Check out the PS5 videos as well. Other than that, I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. ZONEofTECH, signing out. Cheers.